Alright, so we just had UFC 107. Pretty good card. I liked it. Decent card. It was better than better than the ones I've seen lately. So we'll start a couple fights. I'll do the main three fights. We had Clay Guida versus Kenny Florian, gold Ken Flo. I figured Ken Flo was going to win that fight, and he did. Clay Guida lost again. But I can't hate on Clay Guida, and a lot of people can't, because the guy, he likes to fight. Like, this guy's fucked up. He loves to fight. He's got tons of energy. He lost his fight with a rear naked choke with blood pouring off his face, but he gets up, runs around. I love to fight, and he did that with the Diego fight too. So, yeah, Clay Guida, I don't know. I think he just puts on the show so Dana White doesn't fire him. He looks like a fucking caveman, just loving to fight, and I think he just puts it on for his show. I think in his head he's like, Dana, please don't fire me. I know I'm losing lately, but please don't fire me. So Clay Guida, whatever. You're putting on shows. You'll be fine. I don't know who they'll give you next. But Kenny Florian, same with him. I don't know. He's looking good too, but he just lost to BJ. So what's really next for him at lightweight? Lightweight's kind of getting dominated right now by BJ Penn. But nonetheless, Kenny Florian won. Rear naked choke. That's all that really happened on that. Just pretty good beatdown for him. Anyway, his elbows really fucked him up too. But we had Frank Mir fighting Chieck. This was an interesting match. I thought Chieck was going to knock Frank Mir the fuck out. Nope, not at all. Not at all. Frank Mir came in there looking massive. Frank Mir has a permanent fucking chubby for Brock Lesnar. He wants to fuck him in the ass. That is his lifelong goal. He has Brock Lesnar on his mind 24/7. Frank Mir is trying to just get bigger because that's the only way he thinks he can beat Lesnar. So he looked good. I can't complain. He's striking, knocked him to the ground, went over, got him in a guillotine choke. Chuck goes against the wall. He couldn't really tap because his right hand was stuck, but he ended up going to sleep. Like, he was sleeping. There was Z's coming up above his head. And his toes were cringing, according to Joe Rogan. So, yeah, he was sleeping. So that was a pretty quick match, too. About a minute it lasted. So I don't know what's next for Chieck, but I don't think it's going to be the UFC. Maybe Strikeforce will pick him up soon because he's been losing a lot lately. Not looking good. But Frank Mir, I want to see Frank Mir fight Roy Nelson. I think that's a good fight. Just because it'd be interesting on the ground, and fuck Nelson. Fuck him. But no, I don't know what's next for Frank Mir. Probably won't be Brock Lesnar for a while. Brock might not even fight again, but that's a whole other story. But other than that, main event, we had Diego Nightmare Sanchez versus BJ the Prodigy Penn. Wow. Fuck, Diego. He got so outclassed. BJ Penn annihilated him. He looked incredible. 4 rounds, Dr. Stoppage in the 4th. Diego had this giant gash. This is how it stopped, with a giant gash on his head. There's just blood everywhere. The gash looked like it was from UFC Undisputed in the game, where these cuts. It looked just like it, to me at least. But yeah, the whole fight was pretty much BJ just defending takedowns after takedowns and just landing punches and just picking him apart. But Diego, I swear to God, he probably tried 50 times to take BJ down, but his takedown defense is amazing. BJ has fucking arms for legs. He has that much mobility of them. He can control them that well. He could not take him down. Diego was putting all his force into it, doing deadlifts. Looked like trying to pick him up with a deadlift form, using all his strength, but could not move BJ Penn. BJ looked great. I don't know what's next for BJ. He has cleaned out his division. I guess he's gonna have to go back to welterweight because, wow, 155. There's nothing for him there. He's beat everyone. He hasn't lost there in 8 years. He hasn't lost since he fought Jens Pulver 8 fucking years ago. So I don't know, but yeah, that's pretty much all that really happened. There were some other fights. My hometown boy TJ Grant fought from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. He fought in the preliminary matches, so we didn't get to see it on TV. But he got a knockout, so it's looking good for him. Hopefully, get him on the main card soon. But other than that, that's really all that happened. We got 108 coming up soon. Kind of interested to see what's going to happen with 108 because they have Cain Velasquez versus Nogueira, but I keep seeing the main event changing all the time. It was supposed to be Anderson Silva at one point. It's supposed to be Brock Lesnar. Hopefully it just stays the same. It's not really a really big card. We also have Crow Cop fighting Ben Rothwell, which I'm interested in that. I think if Crow Cop loses that, he's going to shoot himself with Andre Arlovsky and probably Burt Rogers now. So anyway, hopefully 108's pretty good. So that was 107. all that really happened in my ID, or all happened in my view.